If you have landed on this, it's not by accident. The path of a chosen one isn't glamorous, it's gritty, isolating, and often misunderstood. But it's real. You've been given eyes that see through lies, energy that shakes rooms, and a spirit that doesn't bow to darkness. That power? It comes with responsibility, and with that responsibility comes danger. From envious people, spiritual parasites, and even your own shadow. This is your armor, 9 secrets every chosen one must protect to survive, thrive, and complete their mission. Before we go deeper, hit the subscribe button if you're tired of surface-level talk and want real guidance from someone who gets it. If this message found you exactly when you needed it, that's not coincidence, it's alignment. Type 1111 in the comments to open the door to divine protection, favor, and clarity. Let's get into it. 1. Never reveal the full extent of your gifts. You see the world through a lens that most would call unsettling, too precise, too vivid, too real. You sense energies before they're visible. You read the silence between words. You know things that were never spoken. But this sensitivity, this spiritual intelligence is not meant to be on display for everyone. There is danger in being fully seen by those who are not capable of understanding you. Insecure souls project. Envious minds seek to sabotage. And the more you show, the more you open yourself to manipulation. People who don't carry your frequency will either idolize you or try to reduce you. Rarely will they meet you where you truly stand. When you shine too brightly in a dim room, you don't just illuminate, you expose. And exposure invites resistance. So guard your brilliance like a sacred fire. Let your gifts remain partially hidden, cloaked behind humble actions and soft words. Let your outcomes speak in riddles. Mystery is not deception, it's protection. Your power is at its strongest when it's least expected. You don't owe the world a demonstration. You owe yourself preservation. 2. Hide your spiritual routines. Your spiritual practices are not lifestyle aesthetics. They are sacred technologies built through lifetimes of remembrance. Whether it's lighting incense before dawn, whispering prayers in solitude, or meditating in the stillness where time disappears, these rituals are portals. They align your soul with forces unseen. They charge your aura. They call down guidance. But the modern world, addicted to noise and spectacle, will not honor what they cannot grasp. They will reduce your rituals to superstition. They will mock what they do not understand, or worse, imitate it superficially and corrupt its purity. And so, you must protect these acts like codes from an ancient book, hidden in plain sight. Keep your altars quiet. Perform your cleansing out of view. Speak not of your mantras or the names you invoke, unless you trust the soul before you. The sacred loses power when exposed to those who only wish to dissect it. Let them wonder where your clarity comes from. Let them puzzle over your unshakable calm. When power is rooted in the unseen, it becomes impossible to destroy. 3. Don't explain your isolation. There will be seasons when the world fades into the background, and all that remains is your own voice echoing in the silence. These are not mistakes in your journey, they are initiations. Isolation is not withdrawal, it is sacred retreat. The soul cannot transform in constant company. It must break away, dissolve its false attachments, and remember who it was before the noise. Yet society, in its obsession with appearances and hypersocial interaction, will label your absence as weakness. They'll ask why you're quiet, where you've been, what's wrong with you. But you owe them no explanation. Growth happens underground, like the seed cracking open beneath the soil. If you explained, they wouldn't understand. If you defended, you'd be wasting breath. Let your silence be your sanctuary. Let your absence be your teacher. In solitude, you don't just rest, you receive. Downloads come in whispers. Wisdom sharpens in stillness, and discernment grows strong like roots in the dark. By the time you return, you will not be who you were. You will have become something they can no longer define. 4. Conceal what you know about others. You walk through life like an antenna, picking up truths people never intended to reveal. You hear the cracks in their stories, you sense the fear behind their confidence, you feel the betrayal before it happens. And yet, with all that knowledge sitting inside you like a secret library, the greatest wisdom is knowing when to stay silent. Because when you tell someone what you see, when you unmask them without invitation, they panic, they retaliate, they paint you as the villain for noticing what they tried to hide. Most are not ready to be seen. Their identity is a fragile costume held together by denial, and your insight becomes a threat to their illusion. So protect your knowing. Let them think you're naive. Let them think you didn't notice. Use your insight to navigate, not to confront. Hold space for your awareness like a cloaked blade, only drawn when absolutely necessary. In this age, it is not the loud prophet who survives. It is the quiet mystic who observes everything and says only what the moment requires. Let your silence shield your power, and let your knowing guide your path in stealth. 5. Keep your elevation quiet. When you start rising spiritually, mentally, emotionally, or financially, do not alert the world. Growth is vulnerable. It's when you're most tender and most likely to be attacked. Announcing your progress gives those with ill will time to scheme, strategize, and strike. Let them think you're dormant. Let them assume nothing has changed. Meanwhile, you evolve in the shadows. Your silence is not secrecy, it is strategy. The greatest transformations happen unseen, like roots growing deep beneath the earth. And when you emerge, it will be undeniable. No speech needed, just presence. 6. Don't reveal who protects you spiritually. You are not alone on your path, whether it's ancestors walking with you, angelic presences guiding you, or universal forces aligning on your behalf. Your protection is sacred, but not everything sacred must be shared. When you speak too freely of the unseen forces around you, you invite interference. People may mock, challenge, or even attempt to sever those spiritual ties out of ignorance or envy. Keep your guardianship cloaked. Let your peace, resilience, and uncanny synchronicities be the only proof of your protection. A fortified spirit doesn't boast about its shield, it simply walks through fire, untouched. 7. Don't try to convince people of who you are. Your essence was never meant to be explained. It was meant to be felt. In a world obsessed with labels, performance, and external validation, people will demand that you define yourself in ways they can digest. But your soul is not for their consumption. You are not here to be decoded by those who are spiritually blind or emotionally stagnant. Trying to convince someone of your depth is like pouring water into a broken vessel. It will never hold. Let your energy speak for itself. Let your silence echo louder than your defense. The ones meant for you will recognize you without words. They'll feel the frequency you carry like a vibration in their bones, and the rest, let them misinterpret. It's not your job to shrink your infinite nature to fit into their limited frame of understanding. The tree does not convince the forest it's growing. It just grows. 8. Don't tell everyone your next move. Your visions are seeds, fragile in their early stages, vulnerable to the winds of opinion, doubt, and envy. When you share your plans too soon, you expose them to the chaos of other people's projections. Some will pretend to support you, while quietly hoping for your collapse. Others will offer subtle doubts, which wrap around your mind like vines, choking your confidence before your dreams can bloom. Silence is not secrecy, it is stewardship. Hold your ambitions in your heart like a sacred flame. Speak them only to those who've earned the right to witness your becoming. And even then, speak sparingly. Every word you utter carries energy. Use it to build, not to leak. Let your results thunder where your voice once whispered. The truly powerful don't declare, they demonstrate. When you finally move, let it be so precise, so sudden that it feels less like an announcement and more like an arrival. 9. Protect your sleep like a fortress. Sleep is not merely rest, it is spiritual technology. In those hours of silence, your soul leaves the body and communes with higher realms. Messages arrive in symbols, warnings come cloaked in dreams, and deep healing occurs beyond conscious awareness. To treat sleep casually is to leave the gates of your inner world wide open to chaos. Guard your sleeping space like a temple. Cleanse it physically, energetically, and spiritually. No clutter, no distractions. Salt under the bed to absorb negativity. Crystals like amethyst or black tourmaline to ward off spiritual intrusions. No screens bathing your brain in noise before bed. This is the time when your aura recalibrates, your spirit regenerates, and your purpose downloads quietly in the background. Neglecting your sleep is neglecting your soul's evolution. Protect it as you would your life, because in many unseen ways it is your life. You weren't chosen for an easy life. You were chosen for a purpose, and that purpose requires protection. These 9 secrets aren't just advice. They're survival tools. Use them, live them, honor them. This is the Alchemy of Awareness channel. If this message hit you exactly when you needed it, drop 1111 in the comments so the universe knows you're receiving. And if you felt seen, heard, or empowered, subscribe, because this isn't just a channel, it's a lifeline for chosen ones rising. Thank you for watching.